What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a good day. Got a lot to cover in today's episode, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as usual before we begin, and follow me on Twitter at BenCryptoShow. I post different stuff on there, some stuff that's part of the videos, some stuff that's not, some just funny stuff, so you got some good original content in there. Follow me there as well, and let's begin for today. So first, just as you all know, I'm into the altcoins, small cap coins especially. I like the new projects. I always think it's good to just kind of get some new blood in the crypto space, and that excitement of finding newness. I think that really kind of contributes to bull markets. For my personal due diligence, I'm making a little change. There has to be, for projects for me to become involved in, there has to be one founding member who has specific crypto experience. That's a new change. It is, ironclad, rock solid going forward, because there's just too much of like a cultural difference between crypto and other industries. Crypto just has its own sort of lingo, flavor. Everyone's in front of computers in different countries a lot of the times. It's tough to kind of read people's tone of voice and their tweets and their in their emails and all that sort of stuff on Messenger. Crypto just has its own sort of style that is unlike any other industry, and so I think the cultural difference is just too much for a team to adjust to that doesn't have one team member who has specific crypto experience on their resume. It doesn't need to be every team member. I think some separation of skill sets is good in some cases, but there's got to be one founding team member who has specific crypto experience on their resume. Even for me in 2017, it was a huge cultural adjustment. I'd come from other industries, and now this year it's been about as smooth as it could possibly be in terms of the YouTube element, the Twitter element, working with most teams. But back in 2017, I went through the same thing. It was just huge, and I've just found with a lot of the new teams, sometimes they just, with the media element, they just get so paranoid. They think every coin they're a part of, a nuker is going to nuke it to zero now. They think hackers are going to attack every coin they're a part of. They think their team members are going to try to screw them over. They think the SEC is going to automatically be going after their coin and every other coin. They just think everyone's kind of out to scam them or screw them over or whatnot. It's especially a problem with teams in the U.S., I found, just because the media element is much stronger there, which I guess I technically contribute to, but those are the stories that people tune into, and there's a lot of dramatic stories. So if you're going to be in the crypto space, you just cannot let paranoia get to you. If you're going to read the crypto headlines and all that stuff, coins getting nuked, SEC investigations, people scamming other people, you just got to decide if the industry is right for you or not, and you just can't let the headlines get to you. You cannot be too paranoid. I just completely wasted 8 or 9 hours with a recent team that's just annoying, but whatever. The one project I'm still very excited about, DeHotels, I featured last week. So they do have one team member with specific crypto experience. Their co-founder here, Vadimas, he's a compliance officer for Bet Games, then event coordinator for the World Crypto Conference in Switzerland. Now he's on DeHotels, used to be a lawyer before then, so great diverse experience and great hardcore crypto experience putting on an event here and then in a gaming crypto company. So he definitely kind of understands the lingo, and the whole rest of the team has talked to. All of them in Zoom calls, just great vibes. It's the look of the team really sort of matches the crypto space, which, that does matter. Everyone's got to kind of sort of look the part. They do, the guys, the girls, and everyone I've talked to, just even the ones without the specific hardcore crypto experience, they still come from good industries, tech, IT, general finance. They all sort of fit the vibe and understand the space. Great. So I'm very excited about this project. They just put out this media press release, BullishAFnews.com. It's a great name. It's one of their partner companies. That's a good example. This company with a name like that, they really just understand the crypto space, the lingo, the retail space. That's what I like. Bullish AF News, you can check this article out here, just kind of fleshing out what the project is about in clear detail, fractional ownership, decentralized governance. So again, if you've ever fantasized about running your own hotel or anything in hospitality and you want to have a say, be part of the governance vote in terms of what decisions hotel owners are going to make in terms of hiring, staffing decisions, menu items for food, entertainment decisions, do you want to open another pool, construction decisions, that sort of stuff. This project is for you. I'm excited about it. I'll keep giving you updates on it as every new sort of partnership or announcement development comes along. They're making great progress. A lot of activity in the Telegram group, especially with them. Check that out as well. let's move on. And then, yeah, so going along with the some personalities fit in the space, some you never really know what personalities are going to fit in the space or not. If you look at like a bunch of the crypto commercials with celebrities over the last few months, like the Matt Damon ad, you would have thought he would have been a huge hit in crypto. He's at Harvard. His personality just kind of seems like a fit. Seems like kind of techie, smart guy. But that Crypto.com commercial, it kind of got sort of criticized a little. So Matt Damon, sort of surprising, I guess, it wasn't necessarily a huge hit in that commercial. And then the Larry David FTX Super Bowl commercial, tons of views here, 46 million. It's tough to say how much business is translated to for FTX. They seem to have sort of backed off their trying to hit this this market here, the professional dad sort of market in that generation that's not tech savvy. The commercial's been a huge hit though, great commercial, 46 million. But then Tom Brady, I mean, he's been just the perfect hit on all levels. He just put out this commercial here for FTX this weekend. Let's take a listen.
A lot of people think this is how you mine Bitcoin, but you don't need a flamethrower to buy, sell, or trade Bitcoin and crypto safely. You just need FTX. I'm reloaded. I'm reloaded.
So yeah, they just put out that commercial yesterday. Tom at a July 4th party, sort of kind of a spin on kind of the projects that have been, a playful spin on the projects that have been nuked or gone to zero, or I don't know, maybe FTX so lightly making fun of themselves. Regardless, seems like a great commercial. Tom Brady, he has just been a perfect hit all along. He's been at the conferences, clowning around with Sam. So you just never know who's going to be a fit or not. The Matt Damon commercial just wasn't really received that well for Crypto.com. Larry David, pros and cons. Tom Brady, huge hit. You just don't know. It's just impossible to figure out who is going to be a personality fit, even though on paper some people would both seem to be the way Matt Damon and Tom Brady would be. Let's move on to the market. So right around 20,000 still. We're kind of hovering around here. Here's the 7-day on Bitcoin. So we're actually on kind of an uptrend here. This is pretty good. So we moved past last week, which was sort of the fearful week. A lot of people were predicting that might have been a nuke event, and it didn't happen, thankfully. If one other or two other sort of macro events kind of happened at the same time, just in a bad luck occurrence, it probably would have nuked, I think. But thankfully, we didn't have any black swan events or anything else, so it didn't affect it at all. What will it do from now? That's the question. The greed and fear index, surprisingly, up yesterday, up to 18, up to 19 yesterday, 18 today. So it's still in the extreme fear zone, but it's way higher than it was the day before. It was 13, and this reading of 18 and 19, the highest in 2 months. So May 7th, we had the reading of 23, and it has been below 18 since then, exactly 2 months. So highest reading in 2 months. That is, the temperament has changed. It's been sort of a while since the Terra incidents and the Celsius things. We're kind of putting that behind us. And then the fearful week last week, going into the holiday. A lot of people were fearful there. That week's behind us. So I think we might be on a little bullish upswing right now. As I said yesterday or 2 days ago, days to watch for the job report is coming out at the end of this week. That usually doesn't have too much of an effect. I wouldn't worry about that one. The CPI numbers are coming out next week, Wednesday. Again, doesn't usually have an effect, but I'll still be reminding people to just calm down. You're going to get some headlines. Oh, it's inflation numbers are up. It's crib. Just calm down. Don't let it affect you. Don't tweet craziness, and we won't have a nuke event happen there. The one you want to watch for is 26. That is it's not the inflation, that's the CPI numbers. On 26 is the interest rate hike, and that will be the actual date of the interest rate hike that the Fed announces it, and we will get predictions on probably Friday, July 22nd. This is the weekend to watch for here. July 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Again, if you're the sort of person with a large Twitter following and you have a penchant to just react and spread FUD and do all that stuff, please stay off Twitter here. I will remind people again closer to it, please do not make any announcement much worse than it has to be. These are the differences between the prices getting nuked or not. If it's just the announcement that is bad, like I say, another 75 basis point reduction, yeah, we'll probably go down 5% on the day. BTC, it'll go back up. But then if we have a million Twitter people with huge followings tweeting, oh my God, this is the end of the world, we suck, blah, 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 Bitcoin's going to zero, then we're going to get a nuke event. It's going to go down 20, 25%. So please plan a vacation. If you're a problem person, you know who you are. Plan your vacations then. Go out of town, get off Twitter that weekend, just do whatever you need to do. Just get yourself in a calm state of mood so we don't contribute to that announcement and we don't have it lead to a nuke event. Let's move on. So this was an interesting article. So I guess, so again, the ETFs are getting a lot of publicity. This is good here, even though this was a shorting event, but I guess there was a large short order. So there is a spot ETF for shorting in the US. There's a futures Bitcoin ETF. There's a short Bitcoin ETF. The only thing we don't have is the spot BTC ETF, but I think it's only a matter of time. So even though this was a short event, it was in the ProShare short ETF, about 40 million. So it looks like just one mainstream whale put that money in, because if you look at their last month to date inflows, their last monthly inflows in June, 4 million for the whole month. And if you look at their weekly inflows for last week, 43 million. So that is clearly one individual whale. They placed this bet between June 27th and July 1st, so last week. So clearly they were betting on the market shorting. The bet turned out to be wrong, but it was still a pretty good bet because the market wasn't going to go up yet last week. It was either going to stay neutral, which is what it did, or there was going to be the nuke event and it was going to go down. So it stayed the same. So even though it didn't, the short bet didn't pay off, it was a zero risk bet because the market just was not going to go up last week. So I think this is a pretty good bet here. You know, even though it's a short ETF, as long as these ETFs are getting used, they're in the news, that's a good thing. Only makes it a matter of time before the US BTC long spot ETF gets approved. Move on, some more on-chain metrics. BTC is the largest monthly withdrawal from exchanges in June. And then there's a new all-time high of 150,000 of withdrawal from exchanges last week. This was, this was towards the end of last week, and they were averaging 150,000 a day. So this doesn't really have an effect on the direction of the markets, but it does show the changing sort of temperament of people are just not holding their coins on exchanges. So the nuke events, the Terra, the Celsius, all that stuff, people are realizing, even if you, if you've used one exchange and then you traded there and then they become insolvent, if you didn't leave your coins on the exchange, then it just doesn't affect you, the negativity. So you just get in, trade, get out quickly, don't leave your coins on exchanges. Everyone wins, and this is sort of a changing daily routine. It does look like people are just not keeping their coins on exchanges. That's a good thing. Poll of the day here. So this is just a fun one. It tied in with the Bloomberg Bitfinex article. Poll of the day: is the 70 million in unrecovered Bitfinex hack money buried in Russia as part of a crypto for buried cash purchase off the Hydra darknet market with GPS coordinates included? 22 votes. Yes is winning with 54%. No is winning with 45%. So this poll stems from this great article by Bloomberg they put out last week. Details of the Bitcoin. It was back in February. This is kind of old news by now, but it did $70 million. Now, you don't really know when the exchange rate calculated 70 million, so it could be 70 million now. It could be 70 million a while ago, more like 20 million now, but around 70 million is still unrecovered for, and this article pointed out that they found trails of that 70 million being sent to the Hydra darknet market before they were caught. That was a Russian darknet market that was seized by German authorities in February. But prior to that, this couple here had sent 70 million, the amount that's still unrecovered, to that market. Now, they don't know what happened to that 70 million once it hit the market. But the market was known for, it was next level technology apparently in the darknet world. It was like the drug purchases. You'd purchase it, and then I guess the dealer would bury the drug somewhere and then literally give you the GPS coordinates, and then you go and unbury the drugs. It was crazy. Apparently it was just next level technology. But I guess some of the listings there were also for crypto for buried cash purchases. So you send them the crypto, they bury the cash, give you the GPS coordinates, and you unbury the cash. Yes, this is a real, I'm not making this up. This is a real thing. It's all right in the Bloomberg article here. So it's highly likely that the 70 million that was sent to Hydra was then used to purchase those listings, the crypto for buried cash and GPS coordinates, meaning that cash is still be buried somewhere there in Russia, unless the dealer guy who buried it has uncovered the cash. But just a wild, wild story. The girl put out a rap video a couple months ago. Here's just a little 15-second snippet. Again, this is just like fun stuff. It's crypto Twitter. This is the lingo here. So. Let me actually get that up on the actual link here. Where is it? Technical difficulty.
Russell comes the name, that hot grandma. You really want to bang. Always run the guilt game ever since I was 15. I'm many things. A rapper, an economist, a journalist, a writer, a CEO, and a dirty hoe.
There we go. There we go. Remember, we're in a bear market here, so I like to come up with some just kind of funny sort of stuff here. The market isn't mooning. I can't cover price action all day every day. So this is just the couple really put crypto Twitter on the map. A lot of people, I didn't even know there was such a thing as being verified on Twitter. I guess this girl was verified. I didn't know what that was or that was a thing. So taught me that. A lot of people just didn't know there were characters and personalities on crypto Twitter, which this couple, especially the girl, was. So you could really kind of credit them with elevating crypto Twitter as a whole. But yeah, no, that was just fun right there. What else? One of Wall Street's largest trading firms hiring for a crypto trader on the weekends. This is Virtu Financial Trading Exchange. They put up a job posting for a trader on the weekends. This stems from a lot of the nuke events in crypto happen. The last two happened on weekends. Thinner trading volumes. Crypto trades 24/7, not like the equities markets. So it's smart. They're hiring for just one person to just man the entire portfolio, the trades, on the weekends. I think that's a good idea. Probably be seeing more exchanges, more prop firms, more hedge funds doing that. That's all for today. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at BenCryptoShow. I'll be back with another episode tomorrow. BenCrypto signing out. Later.